Good afternoon, guys. Auto Buddy Joe here. I didn't know if my videos from before were gonna have a lasting effect or whatever, but a bunch of people have been telling me I should keep doing it. I've been building cars the whole time and doing custom things, and everybody wants to see videos, so I figured I'd start making videos and my wife Veronica editing them, because I'm not a computer guy. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I can build stuff like this. Anyways, so to start off the whole new video thing and all that crap, I'm going to be building this International KB. I don't know what year it is. I'm not too into the KBs, meaning like I don't know a lot about them. I know that they did start the big chrome on the grills, I think about 49, so I don't think this is about a 49 International. Either way, this is a real pickup truck. There's going to be tons of custom work done to it. When I say real pickup truck, I mean it's not a farm truck. Lots of those up here in Aroostook County, Maine, which is about 15 minutes away from Canada. So anyways, this truck in particular is a real pickup truck. It was born a pickup truck. It's 100% the way it was when it came from the factory. But we're going to do a bunch of custom stuff to it. I'm going to put a Nova front clip on the frame. I'm going to shorten the frame in the back to shorten the bed. The bed is 7.5 feet long. As well as just all kinds of custom stuff. French headlights, whatever. I'm going to try and keep the truck looking more or less like it did body-wise. I'm going to try not to put a custom floor in the bed. Depends. I plan on doing like an air ride or something like that, but I want to try and keep the bed at its stock look and the bed floor at its stock look, because unbelievably this truck has a steel bed floor, which I have never really seen. I guess I thought they were all wood back then, but this is steel right from the factory, and the truck is roughly 75 years old, and it has held together amazing. The truck looks pretty good through the camera or through first glance, but there's quite a bit of screwing around that needs to be done, a lot of fixing. I do have some extra parts that come with the truck, so some of the parts will be either replaced or partially grafted with parts that are on this onto the next part. But I guess we can take a walk around. Alright, so here we go. This is the International KB, somewhere between, I want to say it's a 49, but somewhere between 47 and up, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to be building this truck. I do have a whole entire grill system and all the chrome and everything right there. You can see it's pretty smashed up right there. I do have a replacement for that. Fenders, I do have a better set of fenders where this is rotted here, and you know, a bunch of rot right here. I helped build a couple other KB Internationals, and with tools like that you can make most of the pieces yourself. So I can make the pieces, but if the other fenders are better, there's sense in me making the pieces if the other fenders are better. So most likely I'm gonna take the other fenders, put those on. They might be farm truck fenders, which this curve will be completely different. So that's where I might have to graft in a piece out of this into the farm truck fender, but we'll see how that goes and what we have to do when the time comes. That'll be a completely separate video. As you see, the bed is the long bed. I think it's probably the longest bed they made, but I don't really know. It is 7.5 feet. So my plan is this. I'm going to, if you look right there, that's the frame of the truck. So I'm going to cut the bed right here and move this to here. So the fender is at the end of the bed. And then about that space that's there, which, I don't know, looks roughly about 10 inches. I'm going to take this big 2-foot gap right here, and I'm going to cut it over here and make it so between this fender and here is what's 10 inches. Basically making a short bed. I haven't measured what the actual bed size will be at that point, but either way, you know, it'll be a short bed. And the fenders are kind of goofy looking. I mean, they're all smashed up anyways. I could fix them with the English wheel and knock them out and all that stuff, but they are goofy looking. And don't mind the axle. That's not even close to where it should be. It's just sitting in there, which will all be torn out as well. So yeah, the fenders, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do like a 1940 Ford fender on that. Give a nice slope back here. It'll look nice, and I'm going to do some kind of custom taillights on it. Haven't figured out exactly what yet. Again, this is just the introduction to this truck. We'll all find out as we go. So this is the bed I'm talking about. Kind of weird that this is an all metal, all steel bed. I didn't know they made them. Pretty crazy to think that this is roughly 75 years old. I shoveled trees and dirt out of this thing today like you wouldn't believe. Like, there's trees growing in this bed, and there's not even a pinhole anywhere. Kind of weird. But again, this fender's junk as well. Could be fixed, but I think the Ford fenders would look a lot better on there. I do want to keep the steps. I think it's kind of odd that the steps do not go all the way to the fenders, because, you know, Chevys and Fords and Dodges, they all do. But I'm kind of liking it because it's different than anything else out there. Definite things I'm doing, like the gas cap goes here. I'm definitely shaving that out and doing some other kind of fuel system. Interior wise, you know, whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. I already have some plans in my head, but those are for other episodes on what we'll do with that. One thing for sure, like I said, I'm putting a Nova front subframe on. So we will be bringing a frame table over here and putting the frame, after it's all stripped down and the body's off and all that, we will put the frame on the table and measure where the axle, the front axle is, and put the Nova front subframe on it, which is a rear steer, so it makes it really awesome, keeps everything out of the way. And with the amount of room that's underneath the hood, it should be plenty good to just basically use Nova headers and exhaust and all that to go back with it. So that's what we'll end up doing most likely. Again, those are for other episodes, and we'll figure it all out together. So yeah, that's really it for now. Just another vehicle to be worked on. And if everybody likes the episodes, there's three more cars outside. There's a 71 Nova Super Sport that I've already been working on. There's a 68 Firebird that me and my buddy Brett are going to put together. There's a 65 Chevelle that's going to be another one to be built. And this is my little brother Johnny's. I call him my little big brother because he's bigger than me, but he's my youngest brother. So this is his little Beetle, which we did build the Beetle for him a few years back. And I guess he kind of regretted selling it, so we're building another one. I believe that's a 74 Super Beetle. But anyways, back to that. Yeah, so this is the truck we're going to work faithfully on all winter and make a bunch of custom stuff and, you know, a lot of custom modifications that are subtle, I guess is what we want to say. So it'll look a lot like factory, other than it'll have like nice wheels and a nice ride stance and all that. But it'll look pretty factory, like the body lines on these body lines. I'm gonna keep those completely and just move everything back as I cut it, or move everything forward, I should say. But it will look like it really looked from the factory.